we're doing a video that I have wanted to do since I started this channel. Hi again. I am Fathom and I am the founder of Other Fiber Creations, and today we're doing a video that I have wanted to do since I started this channel. I do LARPing. LARPing is, for those who don't know, live action roleplay. It is a style of role-playing game where instead of rolling dice or sitting at a table and talking out what your character does, you actively go somewhere and have to do the actions your character would do for an entire however long the session is. The sessions I go to, they're either one day, where it's like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., or they're 3-day, where it's a Friday night at 10 p.m. game on, to Sunday morning at noon game off. It's a lot of fun. We go to these actual like state parks and stay in cabins on site, and you're in-game overnight. So like if somebody breaks into your cabin in-game, that's canon. Someone's breaking into your house middle of the night. I take snacks for people. It's a really good time. It's actually where I met my boyfriend at. If you haven't seen my boyfriend, his name is Ethan. His name is Ethan and he is my boyfriend. You can meet him in this video, the one from last week, if I did this right. I play a character named Parodia. She is a plant person because that's one of the races you can play as, and she is a little? No. I mean, yes, because I'm little, but she's a literal cactus. The Parodia cactus, the round one with the flower on top, that's her. And I made her a crochet character. Literally, she is a character that crochets. That's kind of her big gimmick, is she carries around like, to make friends, she gives them little yarn appliques. She makes a lot of the clothes she wears. She makes clothes for other characters in game. And so I have made a lot of stuff for this character. I don't have all of it still because some of it is on other people, but I still have 7 of the pieces that I made for her, the ones that she still wears regularly. And I thought it'd be fun for you and I to do a little showcase of those pieces while I talk a bit about my character and what she wears and all that stuff. Because I love her and I think that my work deserves more credit. So I'm gonna brag for like 20 minutes. I hope that you'll allow me this peace of mind. So, with that being said, let's get into this. Yeah! So, style inspiration-wise, I made Parodia kind of an odd one out compared to the other people of her race. A major factor in how people from her homeworld dress is bright colors and clashing fabrics and not very flattering silhouettes. And I made her a lot more put together. She is made to be welcoming and kind of be able to pass as a diplomat. She kind of looks princessy in some cases. She also has a very coherent color scheme of autumn colors, which over time has gotten a lot cleaner and more refined, like you can see in this photo here. But now we are ready to look at what I've made for her. Let's go. The first piece I ever finished for Parodia was this purse that looks like a Parodia cactus in a little vase or jar. It is made out of acrylic and cotton. The yellow part is acrylic, the brown is acrylic, the flower up top is acrylic, and the green and white is 2 strands green acrylic from Caron and 1 strand scrubby white cotton from Yarn Bee that was donated to me. I had made this purse so that I could raise the flower and lower the flower in order to use it to hold things, and the biggest thing is that inside I keep my Yarnit brand yarn orb, so I could actually run around and crochet while playing the game. I just stick my yarn inside, stick a hook in the bag with it, and just pull things out as I need to, and just have the end sticking out of that plastic orb so I can walk around and crochet while on the move. It's been a lifesaver in the amount of times I've been like, yeah, I'm Parodia, like the cactus, and gesture to the purse. Fantastic. I love it. This is the second piece that I finished for Parodia. I took the same method I used for the cactus bag of holding 2 strands green acrylic, 1 strand white scrubby cotton, and made this. I did a really loose gauge and did double crochet all the way through. And I made it that way because I wanted to be able to wear it in multiple ways. Most of the time I wear it as just a regular poncho. It has this big neck I can kind of hide in. I can fold the neck back if I want, or I can wear the neck kind of as a hood, very, very loosely if it's really cold out. But also, I made sure it was loose enough that I could wear it as a top over whatever shirt I'm wearing. I can wear it as kind of a thing around my waist to go over my skirts, as like an accent piece. It has a lot of different uses, and I can even like wear one arm in, one arm out as a top. There's just a lot of different options. It's also, since it's made of this acrylic, really warm, and so in the winter games when I'm running around in like 30-degree weather, it is fantastic to have on my shoulders to keep everything warm and insulated. I love this piece, and I really want to make another one that's not cactus to wear in the future. This next one, I am sad to say, no longer fits me, so I can't even wear it anymore. But it is the Eden Crochet top design from Crochet with Carrie. I've made a lot of these. I sell some of these in my shop. But this one in particular, I made out of a bamboo cotton blend in this like mustard yellow and orange. And I wore it as a vest instead of just as a top. And it actually has this really fun story attached to it. So you can see here, there is this weird sewn up section. The first day I went to the first LARP of this game, that seam popped while it was on my body after we had made the drive. We were set to start in like 20 minutes. Here's me in that outfit from that first day. And I had to grab some embroidery floss and a crochet hook, and I went to town trying to fix it. The orange is from the first day, and then it popped again, so the green is the second day. And I have a lot of really good memories in this top. I'm sad it doesn't fit anymore, but it kept everything nice and bound in, and hopefully, eventually, I might make another one to wear. The yarn is also really comfy in this. Oh my god. This dress, we've actually done a YouTube video on before. It is the first project I ever started for this character. I was determined to have this really pretty princess gown, and so it was the first piece I went for, and I put it to the side, not knowing when I'd wear it. And sure enough, eventually a time came around where we had a fancy event. And so I got to make this beautiful mesh back piece, and I covered it in flowers. And intentionally, I left the appliques unfinished, because that's kind of a thing for my character, is not finishing the little appliques. And it turned out wonderfully. I love this dress. It doesn't look the best in these clips because I'm not wearing it with the underdress, but it's easy to run around in. It's not too long, it's not too short. It's still very flowy and freeform. And I want to make another one that's like actually professionally put together someday, and not this. That texture you're seeing is I did some random front post and back post double crochet to just give it a little bit of like a viney, natural looking texture, and I think it really adds on to kind of the whimsy of this piece, including the moss and the flowers and everything. It was a lot of fun. It's mostly made out of acrylic though, so it's kind of overly warm. I would make it in like a cotton or a bamboo next time, for sure. This piece is not a piece I've actually worn as Perodia at any of the games, but I made it specifically for her / inspired by her. My first time visiting my boyfriend, Ethan. He is my boyfriend. His name is Ethan, in case you're wondering. We went to a local yarn store for me to buy some yarn, because I try to do that when I'm traveling, is just indulge in a local yarn store. And I saw this yarn when I first walked in, and I knew I had to have it because it's exactly her color scheme. And so I made this really big shawl and then folded it and sewed it into a shrug to wear. It is so cute, it's very comfortable, but it's not quite her as a character, but I still count it as one of her pieces because it is made to be inspired by her. I love the texture I ended up working in this, and the colors just scream autumn to me. It's 100% cotton. I believe it's 4 ply, so it's 4 strands of cotton woven together. And I would absolutely get this yarn again. Any day of the week, hands down. It's worth the $27 a skein. Give me more of it. And yeah, I'm hoping to make more pieces kind of like this inspired by her so I can keep wearing them after I'm done playing her as a character. But we're going to have to see what happens with that. Next piece. So this vest is made out of the Earth Tricks Sunflower Mandala vest, the same one we've made before for a video. I made it out of the Lion Brand Respect yarn, which is 100% recycled polyester, and the Lion Brand Faux Feathers yarn in like green that's discontinued. And it was a really fast, easy to work up project. The polyester is nice and stretchy, and it's really comfortable to wear. And it looks very rustic, like twine almost. And the feathers give off this mossy, leafy plant feel on the trim that I think perfectly captures what I was going for. It's super comfy to wear and kind of adds that fantastical touch to a lot of the thrifted clothing pieces I wear for this character. But also, it's just nice and plain enough that it doesn't overshadow everything else I'm wearing. I haven't had a chance to wear it at a game yet because I finished it literally last week. But I think that chance will come soon, hopefully next game, and then I'll get some really cool photos of it to show off, because I love this piece. I don't have a whole lot to say about it compared to the other ones. I don't have some really cool story tied to it, besides, it's a fun piece that I made because I was tired from traveling. Yeah. This is my most recent piece for Parodia. It is made out of the Lion Brand cupcake yarn that's discontinued in the color Sunny Days, hence the Sunny Days poncho. I looked at the photos of the ponchos that Amazing Page here on YouTube had posted, and I was like, I'm just gonna freehand it and hope it looks similar enough. So I guessed on a hook size and just went to town with a granny stitch. And it is super comfortable. It is nice and warm without being like super overheated. It's acrylic, so like you'd expect it to be kind of like sweaty and suffocating, but the granny stitch gives it plenty of breathability. The tassels are fantastic and give it lots of movement when I'm jumping around as this character. And I just love how it turned out in general. I wore it to the last game I went to, and the amount of compliments I got on this piece, people were like, wow, that looks really good. And I was like, thanks, I made it in 2 days. And they're like, 2 days? And I was like, yes. I got down to work on this one and just pushed right on through. I love the colors and all that. And I definitely want to make more of these in other colors to sell in my shop because I'm out of this yarn. So we'll see what happens. And that was our last piece. I love getting to make all this cool stuff. Whenever I hit the wall when crocheting things, I look at my yarn stash and I think about what piece Parodia would wear. I love making clean and finished projects, but when I make stuff for her, I can throw things at a wall and it can be messy. I don't have to weave in the ends on those appliques, let it be part of the piece. I can mix my media in a way I wouldn't normally, like those green feathers on the end of that sunflower vest. I can have things fall apart and crochet them back together, and that's fine. It's a part of the story of the piece, and I feel better for not being so focused on the professionalism of those pieces. It's a great outlet for me, and I hope that you guys liked looking at these pieces, because I enjoyed sharing them. And, if you want, I actually play another LARP character, and while I don't crochet as that character, I do crochet clothes for her to wear too. So if you want to see a showcase of the pieces for my other character, let me know, comments below. For now though, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to like, to comment, subscribe. If you're going to do one of those 3 things, make it subscribing, because I want you to stick around and see all the weird stuff I make. If you want to do more than that though, we also have my Etsy and Square shop down below, as well as, my Pinterest, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Ribbler, my Facebook, all the things down below. Feel free to go look at them in the description. Today's question of the day is, what do you do when you hit the wall when crocheting? For me, I step back, start a new project for Parodia specifically, and make something cool and then get back to what I was doing. But what do you do to get around that crochet artist block? Let me know, comments below. We can commiserate together. with that, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.